And then the last thing that you're going to want to do to change out this header area, if you would like to change out the photo that came with the layout, you can, or you can leave that there. It's up to you. If you have a high quality image that you want to use in place of what's behind there, go ahead and click this little gearbox, the blue gearbox, and you're going to click background. Now you'll see that it automatically takes you to this picture area because that is what I have set in there. If you want to get rid of it, you click the delete button. And then if you want to just use a color in place of an image, click on this paint can here. And you can pull from your branding palette and put a different color in there. So we'll put that carbon color 363635. So go ahead and highlight that and backspace it. And you'll see that it changed there. Now keep in mind, if you change the colors, you're gonna have to make sure to change out the font colors if you have a dark color. I don't wanna use a color, I'm gonna replace it with an image. So click back over to that image button. We're gonna add a background image. You can upload the files by doing a drag and drop into there, or you can do select files and finding the image that you wanna put in there. This is a very big area, so you definitely wanna have an image that is over 1200 pixels wide. It has to be a high quality image that looks really good. It's very clean and crisp. I do have resources and websites that you can use to get free images from, or you can purchase stock images from places like Adobe or Shutterstock. If you need access to those resources, make sure to just click over to the resources area on my shop page, and I give you lots of tips and hints and tricks on where to find those images. So go ahead and you can replace that image with the image that you'd like. I'm just going to pull a different one in there from something I already have in my media library. So I'll go ahead and use that one. I'll click on it and click upload image. And you'll see that it didn't show up because we played with that background color. So just go ahead, and if that happens, click over to the paint can and adjust the transparency all the way down so there is not an overlay color. Alternatively, if you would like to put an overlay color on top of this image, you can. You would go ahead and just leave this image as it is and then click over to the paint can tab and click in this box of color area. So we are going to replace what the color that's currently in there with one of the colors from our branding palette. For me, I'm going to use this plum as an overlay. So we're going to put in that hex code right here. And you'll see that it is now a plum overlay on top of the image. I'm going to go ahead and click out of this box by clicking on the side. And I want to adjust the overlay color. I don't want it to be that strong. I don't want it to be at 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and click back in this area. And I'm going to adjust the color overlay by using this checkerboard slider here. So I'm going to drag it down. And if I were to go all the way down, you wouldn't see any color in there whatsoever. It completely removed it. It's at 0 transparency right there. So if we were to go all the way back up, you would see no numbers on the end because it is completely the same color. I'm going to go ahead and drag somewhere a little bit below the middle, and then I'm going to click that check box right there to save those changes. And very important, you're going to want to click Save Draft. You don't have to click Publish, but if you save it, save the draft here so that all of your changes are saved there. So you've now completed your header area of your website. So the next thing that we are going to work on is changing out the placeholder text that's in there, along with a placeholder font and color selection. So stay tuned and we will get started.